Hello Capricorn, welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 5th through to the 11th of June. Joyous June, as I'm calling it, from the monthly reading on the collective. You've got your individual monthly reading as well. That'll be linked at the end of this reading. Yes, so June, let's see what's going on for you. King of Pentacles, it's all about that sort of getting it on and getting sort of getting some abundance in your life, earning a bit of money. You seem to be... Everyone seems to have this thing with Joyous June, and it seems to be this week here seems to be a moment where people are learning about what makes them joyous or how to be joyous. And for you Capricorn, you want things to get on. I think it's because of being under Pluto for the last 15-20 years, you know, where it's sort of things move on and then they don't move on and stuff like that for Capricorn. It's kind of going, what's going to make me happy is that life moves, that there's a definite progression in life that you can build upon, that you can be sure about. And the King of Pentacles is about that learning process, knowing how it works, and also having that confidence to put it into action. And it's not just abundance for yourself, it's also abundance for everybody that is connected with you in your, say, like in your family or your friends or your community. Multitude of different aspects within your life in that sort of sense. So, yeah, the overall energy is that. This is the changing times for you. Three of Cups, it's very sociable. You're going to be mixing it up, apparently, or you've got to learn to be a bit more sociable. Maybe you're working too hard, Capricorn. Sometimes you do that, Capricorn. You end up getting yourself caught in something. You end up working like a dog and forget about having fun. Yeah, so your karmic message here is socializing, connecting with people, enjoying, celebrating, bringing your cup to the party. That's what it's all about. You have got that. You are one of those people there. And you've got to bring your cup to the party. Bring your joy to the party. And I think you've discovered that over the last 2 or 3 weeks, actually, funnily enough. I think you've realised, maybe a bit longer, but it's taken you a bit of time to put it into action, maybe. You've learned how to actually be joyous in the situation that you find yourself. And I think that's really paying dividends for you. Look at that, you get the Two of Cups as well. And most people have been getting the Two of Cups as well. So the universe here is either it's a case of, yes, you through your socializing, you will meet someone who corresponds totally to you. This could be one aspect of it all, because everybody's living different lives and what have you. And when you meet that person, it creates that vortex of energy there, that staff of Thoth or Tot. And it creates that energy that is courageous and angelic, like, in a way. And that's what the universe is trying to encourage in you. But because it's from the universe and it's not necessarily part of another person, there is also, and I think this is the bigger case to be said here more than anything else, is actually meeting your higher self. Falling in love with the situation, creating that vibration that is within you more than anything else. And that's what the universe is encouraging you to do. It may mean that you meet someone because you create that vibration within you. That could well be the case. But it's, you know, there's a huge, beautiful foundation to be very joyous about. Five of Pentacles. Talk about fly in the ointment. Five of Pentacles. So this is how your guides are sort of influencing your karmic path, your sort of socializing sort of aspect within you. It's normally it's to do with money loss and being sort of like, you know, extradited. You know, does that in England we say sent to Coventry when people don't talk to you and stuff like that. And I don't think it's that. I think it's more of a case here that, you know, I think it's, you need to let go of your weaknesses of the past, of you not being happy. Because you may not be used to it, Capricorn. You've been trying so hard over the past 2-3 years, and that's been obvious in your readings over the last year and a half. There's no doubt about it. And it's almost as if like you don't believe anymore, or you didn't believe anymore. That's what I think it's like. And because you didn't believe anymore, you stopped looking for it. And because you stop looking for it, it turns up. That's the sort of thing I'm getting off of this. And this is to do with your past. So I wouldn't shine light on your weaknesses, or the things that extradited you from your surroundings, from the beautiful people that are around you. You know, that has come to an end, and I think you need to let go of it within you as well, and fall in love with yourself and with life. Woo! Three of Swords. Okay, so yeah, it could well be the ending of some beautiful scenario that could be painful. What was that song sort of like, you know, when it rains, you can't see, Tears of a Clown. That's the sort of thing, you know, people don't see the tears of the clown when it's raining, because it's raining. The tears on my face. I can't actually, normally I can sing songs, you know, but it might well be a case of this, that it's washing away any painful situations around you. So it's clearing your future for you to be in a position where happiness reigns. Because the foundation does not correspond with what your guides are telling you. You got 3 of Cups and you've got the 3 of Swords in here. So that's almost like through your socializing, it may make you realize a situation that doesn't correspond to you. And that may be painful for you. But at the same time, I've got to say that what's coming through here on these here, the overall energy, and also from the universe, is almost as sort of saying, as one door closes, another door opens. And I think that's what that's all about. And that 5 of Pentacles is almost as if like you're creating it, your self-doubt is creating it. So I think it's basically a painful situation that comes to a head within your life this week. And, you know, if I was to say to you that life is just full of moonbeams and you know, fluffy clouds, you'd know I'd be lying to you, Capricorn. I'm not going to lie to you, you know. But I think it's, as I say, on the 5 of Pentacles here, I think it's a blessing in disguise. And this could be, it doesn't necessarily have to be with your partner. It could be with like a family member or a friend, or, you know, it could literally be that, because you've got the 3 of Cups in that position there. If you had the Lovers in that position there, I would say, yeah, it's probably your partner that's a painful situation. But I think it's more of a case of that maybe there's certain circles of friends that just doesn't correspond to you anymore, and it's pretty painful. Or you may feel like that you've been forgotten about by certain friends. That may well be it. Or certain family members. But I don't think it's catastrophic, because we've got the King of Pentacles in there as well in the overall energies. And looking at these 2 here, I think it's more of a not a moral situation, but more of a intellectual, painful situation than anything else. And it just needs to be dealt with as you go forward. Look at all those cards coming out. Far too many cards to even contemplate sort of reading. There's one all on its own, which is the Page of Cups. So obviously there is joyous stuff coming in your way. Let me just get these the right way round, sorry. Yes. You know, there is another little thing that's coming in here, because obviously I want to try and find as much beautifulness as I can out of this for you, Capricorn. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but as some people might say, some certain fish might say, but I will say that maybe you need to remember how to have fun. That could be a workaholic. And I think you're going to have I think this side here is going to be, I think it's good. You know, we'll see how it is. You get the Hermit card on your karmic mission on your material side. Yeah. On this, the Hermit, and it's coming out for a lot of people. The Hermit as well is, I think it's the past. I think you've done a lot of things within the business world, within your job, within your business, or within your projects and stuff like that. And you've learned a lot over the years. And now it's a time to put that learning into practice. And it's, you know as well as I do, Capricorn, you know, life knocks you down, especially with Pluto. Life has been knocking you down. But at the same time, you pick yourself up and you get back, you dust yourself down and you get back in the race. And that's what it's sort of saying here. From all of those times before, you've got to now have a lot of discernment in the world, which is going to help you progress a huge amounts. And the universe is calling you on your mission, as much as on this side as well, and on your relationship side. You've got the Knight of Swords here. And that Knight of Swords is securing that path for you. And the universe is sort of saying, it's almost as if it's karmically destined to be like that. And you've got to do it. You've got to, you know, answer the call from the universe and go off on your mission. Yes. Whatever it is, even if it's on your career path or your business or your projects, whatever it is, head off on your mission. Now we've got the Five of Swords on here, in line with the Five of Pentacles. If you want your abundance, if you want your success in your life, you've got to realise that this, and I think this comes out with starting, getting back up, dusting yourself down and getting back in the race, learning about your past of things that have worked and things that haven't worked, and learning to pick your battles wisely, and just not get involved in things that, you know, in your material world, that's just not going to help you to progress. It's like if you're trying to set up a business and the administration is being a bit of a, you know, very pedantic about something. You know, let's just say you're starting up a restaurant, they're being pedantic about how you put your cooker, what angle you put your cooker, and you're just kind of going, I've got to jump through all of these hoops in order to do it. No, I'm not doing it. This is bloody ridiculous, and I'm dying on this hill, as it were. You know, I'm gonna make my stand on this hill. Probably not worth it. Just change the angle of the cooker, get on and start your business and enjoy life. Come back to them another day when you're in a position to do it. And that's what it means about walking away from things that are just not worth winning. There's much more important, there's bigger fish to fry in life. Three of Pentacles, excellent work for you coming through here, Capricorn. I think you're going to be recognised for all that, as I said, getting back up, doing it and everything like that, getting back in the race and everything like that. I think in your future self, you're going to recognize that good work you've been doing over the last, the last sort of like, 15 years. You know, you're going to understand that a lot better within yourself and within the world around you. And I think you're going to be recognized for it, because you've been through a lot of trials and tribulations in your life. You know, a lot of trials and tribulations. And you've got to allow your cup or your love to shine. You've got to, you know, allow your connection with the world that is around you in order for it to, for your excellence to come out. You've got to be involved in it. And the abundance is coming your way. There is no doubt about it. And it, you know, it's 8 of Pentacles. I think you're going to be recognized for the good hard work. I also think you're going to be recognized on here as well. That actually this is a weird thing I'm getting now. Okay, so this is about, on this side here, this is what I'm not getting couples. I'm not getting you separating from a couple. It might be for some of you. And, you know, it might be for some of you. But for the majority, I'm getting this sort of feeling as if like you're reuniting with people in your life that you may not have seen for some time, or uniting with people that corresponds to you, that heals a painful past. That's what I get from it. It's almost as like, because you've got that 8 of Pentacles, because you've got that King of Pentacles and all of this, on this side here, because it's obviously troubling me. I don't like those cards, personally. Not in those positions, but there you go. I think it's also a question of, I think maybe people outside you have realised that the pain that they may have caused you. I've got a funny feeling it's that. I really got a funny feeling of that. I'm wondering if like the Page of Cups comes out in this sort of situation here. You also get this, what I'm calling the light pebble, and it is shining on that 8 of Pentacles. So you're concentrating on doing good work. And maybe that is causing problems in your life. That could well be doing painful sort of situations. But you're concentrating on that pentacle path, your path. There is no doubt about it. And maybe it's a case of like, you know, that's, you know, that work there that is overloading you is affecting your relationships. But I think as well, I still get coming back to that as well. I think there is something to be said in the idea that people might realize the pain that they've caused you. Let's do a bit of light seers clarifications. With the King of Pentacles, you've got the Strength card as well. And I think this is where you put pay to all your doubts within you, and you just take the bull by the horns, because King of Pentacles is a Taurus card. You're more Queen of Pentacles than anything else. A Taurus card, but you know, you take the horn by the bull by the horns, and you know, and do it. You know, and that's what it seems like here. With the 3 of Cups, you get the Knight of Pentacles, a very sociable, having fun card as well. You know, securing your relationship path around you, the karmic path that you need to go down, with music, with rhythm, with joyous, you know, connection with other people, partying a little bit. With the 2 of Cups, you get the Chariot card. It's coming in quickly, victories for you. It could well be that through this socializing, you do meet someone who corresponds to you, and that ends up as a friend for life. You know, a friend for life. So it could well be that. It could well be also a partner that comes into your life, which, you know, after being shut out in the cold that caused you an immense amount of pain, is going to cause you an immense amount of joy. With the 5 of Pentacles, you get the Moon card. So the Moon is the unseen side of the sun, the light of the sun, as it were. So it's a reflection of the daylight in your life. It's almost like a degree of patience that you have in your life. Having patience for a future, realizing that, this being shut out will not last forever. And it may be a case where you decided that you just don't want love in your life. That could well be what you're decided here. And therefore you're not looking at it. And I think this, as I said, when you stop looking for it, I think it could well turn up. Let's see what goes on with this Three of Swords. You get the Lovers. And this is clarification. So it could be, for some of you, it could be that, a separation from your partner. And I honestly think it's a good thing. I don't think, obviously I don't wish that at all on anybody. But it also, sometimes when it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Got to call a dog a dog. But also at the same time here, I think it is, as I say, I think it's reconnecting you with, love in life after a painful situation. I think that's come to an end in your life. And I think it's coming to an end. And I think this Three of Swords and almost the Five of Pentacles is almost being created by you. But at the same time, you can't plant a field unless you plough it. So you've got to disturb the earth, trouble the earth in order to create a situation where you can plant the seeds of love. So it's a pivotal moment in this week here, is learning about joyous June. Learning to be joyous. It's not always easy. It's not as easy as everyone thinks. It's like, just be happy. Oh yeah, right, just be happy. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on in life there that that we need to deal with in order to be happy. And I think this is clearing out the last of the stuff. And you're doing good work on it. You've worked on it. You're working on it. And then, yeah, it might have caused you pain. And as I say, I think people around you may realise, that they've caused you pain, or it may well be that you've caused other people pain and you've realised it, and it makes you sort of like forgive yourself in order for you to love. But whatever it is, it's a transformationary sort of situation this week for you. With the Hermit, you get the Ace of Swords, clarity of vision. As I said, the Hermit has got that star card. It's that dreams and aspirations, and it gives you that sense of victory because you know where you're going. That's what the Ace of Swords is about, and being a little bit sort of like, single-minded about it all. And it could be the fact that you are single-minded about it all and working too hard, but I think that's what you want. I think that's what makes you joyous. So that could be your joyous June. Okay? The Knight of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Swords. I think it's the end of feeling stuck. Financially, career path and everything like that. Things are starting to move. Things are starting to work in your favour. Things are starting to clear. So you've got clear water before you. So you can really make some good advancements. And I think going on this mission here is going to free you totally up. With the Five of Swords, you get the Five of Swords. Totally exactly what I said. Walking away from situations. And I think this is to do with the past as well. You've walked away from situations that have been causing you headaches in the past. And I think it's now time to move on. I think it's also within the relationship side here as well. It's time to move on from painful situations and move on to actually being in love. So, Capricorn, be in love. Enjoy it. Love someone. Love yourself, first of all. And then you can love lots of people that are around you. With the Three of Pentacles, the recognition in the future of the good quality work that you've done, and it just shows it because it's in that overall energies at the end, or the outcome. You've got the King of Cups. So you've got like this sense of control over your emotions, that you have plain sailing going ahead because you're combining with other people that are that have excellence within their field, which combines with you, which creates even more excellence within you. And that really does sort of like makes your work, the good quality work that you've done, shine even brighter. It's like doubling down on your good quality. It's like, it's like good quality works times 10 sort of scenario in your life. And it's going to make you a leader. It's going to make you realize that you're a leader in your path. You are a leader in what you do. You're never going to believe it. That just fell out in my lap there earlier on. And I did shuffle it, and it came out again. Emperor. You are going to own it. You've got the overall energy of the King of Pentacles. And the outcome is the Emperor card as well. And the Emperor card is a case of, they've gained control over their emotions, not emotions, their physical world. So they've got now control over their spirit, their energy, and their physical world. That is what they've conquered, the Emperor. So you are creating it. And with that 8 of Pentacles there as well, and with the King of Pentacles there, you've got the 5 and the 3 over there. There's quite a lot of Pentacles, actually, thinking about it. You're creating a situation where you have control over what physically happens within your life. And that will free you up to love. That will free you up to love. I want to know is if this is a person. I need to know more on that three of Swords. Sorry, I'm going to be a little bit sort of self-indulgent. Let's see what's going on. 4 of Swords. I think it is a progression to healing, and I think it's love that heals you. And playing smart out of this situation. Hello, B. Playing smart out of that situation there is going to, bring that healing into you. And it's going to lead by your intuition regards to that situation there. Yeah, it might be difficult, but I think it's a good thing, actually, in the long run. Okay, there you go, Capricorn. Don't forget, you've got the... I'll be doing that live reading on the 11th of June with Victoria over at Veritas Tarot. It'd be lovely to see you there. You can ask questions, and we will be answering them through the tarot. I'll be looking at chakras and auras, chakra and aura, and that sort of thing. And obviously, we'll be using our intuition as well to try and, give live answers to questions. You've also got the monthly reading come out, and your monthly as well come out. It will be here at the end, signalled, so you can see that. And I have your solstice readings coming out in the following week. There you go, all the housekeeping done. Thank you very much, Capricorn, for your support for this channel. Really do appreciate it. You're absolutely sterling. Love you, Capricorn. Yes, in the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.